for listening to Primetime Sports Radio, 88.5 FM Atlanta. I'm here with Homero de la Fuente. I'm Jared Oliver. You know, I'm not really a big horse competition fan, but I mean, when you have someone to break, you know, the absence of a Triple Crown winner of 37 years, I mean, you can't help but become a fan and, you know, learn a little bit about it. And for American Pharoah, I think it's an awesome thing. I'm glad that I was here and alive to see this happen, because it's something that people haven't seen in so long.
Yeah. To me, I was watching it, and I was at a restaurant at the time, and just seeing history like that and the people you're around, those are like moments that you kind of remember, like where you were at, and you go back to, because you know that these feats here, like, they don't happen every day. And to be alive and see a Triple Crown winner, I don't think everybody has a chance to see, and it's a pretty neat thing, because it's a whole another sport, and it's just like, it's not with athletes, it's still classified as a sport, but it still has its history in American sports. And to see a Triple Crown winner, I don't know, to me it's just pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see, because there was an article written on American Pharoah. I can't find the guy's name right now who wrote it, but he had a great point that you know, it's a sport where there's no divided fan base. I mean, everybody knows that this is the horse that everybody's looking at for them to, you know, for them to win and possibly accomplish this Triple Crown. And I think it's cool for a whole fan base to root for one individual, or horse in this case. And it's cool for everybody to see that something's been done that hasn't been done in a long time. And me, I'm more interested to learn about, you know, professional horse competitions, and, you know, the whole horse racing. And I think it's cool to learn about, and I'm willing to learn it. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't even know the details and what goes into it, or the breeding, and, you know, the
separate parts that go into like a whole sport, just kind of like minor leagues in baseball and things like that. Just how the whole sport works within itself. Because another part of this is betting. Like, there's big bets on these horses also, and that's like another major thing that this whole sport has. And to me, yeah, like you said, it's just it piqued a lot of my interest in this sport, because I didn't know too much. I know last year the same jockey had the chance of winning the Triple Crown last year also with California Chrome, and just learning about the families and like the owners of these horses and how they breed and the amount that they pay like for these horses.
Yeah.
I know these what's his name, American Pharoah, in the last two races before he won the Triple Crown, he made them $3.7 million on winnings alone. And
that's insane.
That is insane. And right now, after winning Triple Crown, he's worth right now at an estimated value from like ranging from $100 to $150 million.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the next thing for American Pharoah will be to win the Breeders' Cup, which is a $5 million award. And, you know, like I said, I'm willing to learn more about this, but I mean, my question would be is, you know, just reading these articles and, you know, the different things that are online, is, would this increase the popularity of horse racing? Because it's a popular thing. Of course, the Kentucky Derby is one of the best events in American sports. But I mean, does it increase the value and the popularity, or now that we've seen someone break this long span of absence of a Triple Crown winner, will the popularity decrease? That's my thing. Because me, from my personal own experience or opinion, I'm willing to get more involved and to learn different things about it, and how the breeding works, and the sperm donations, and how all of those things, you know, turn out. And, you know, there was a quote that Ahmad Zayat, I think I said that right.
No.
He says, "I've already sold the breeding rights, but it is my genuine desire as a fan, as someone who loves horses, to race him as long as I can." Now, I'm a huge animal lover. I'm kind of iffy about that quote, because it's like, it says as long as I possibly can. Like, this hasn't been done in a long time now. I don't want him to go and try to race his horse and make him
get him injured.
Yeah, injured or harm him. Not harm him, but I'm a huge animal lover, and I don't want to see anything to jeopardize the effort or the athleticism of the horse
and his longevity in life. Like,
yeah, right.
I mean, for me, I think these horses are like treated way better than treat myself. Like I think they're cared for well enough.
Right, but I don't know that because I'm not really into the details.
Yeah.
But that's just my thing. I don't want because this hasn't been done in a long time, so people don't really know how to handle this.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And money is really involved in this sport. So money, contracts, endorsements, sperm donations, rights to a horse and the breed, all of those play a factor. And I'm just worried about how they're going to handle, this success and move on, and for the health and the sake of the horse.
Yeah. As the team, as the owner of the horse, though, do you keep racing the horse, or do you try to bank off the horse and all the other aspects that you can, as far as like breeding goes and things like that?
Well, yes, absolutely. I think you race the horse until the end of the year. I mean, he's 3 years old, so I think he's in tip-top shape right now. He seems like a happy horse. I mean, you don't really know, he's a horse. So. I don't even know if he understands what he's done. Like we know, but I don't know if he knows, or But yeah, I think you could race him all the way to the end of this year, like he said he will. The Ahmad Zayat.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm just worried about the longevity of the horse and his health. But I think they should continue racing him as long as he's performing at a high level. If there starts to be pain, or maybe some arthritis in his legs or anything like that that's hindering him, and you see his results start to diminish, I think then you should just come to reality that you've had a long run, you've done something that nobody has done in a very long time. And I just hope the best for him, and I think they should race him all the way to the Breeders' Cup, and then make some reasonable decisions for next year.
Yeah, for me, I like that this happened for the sport. Also, it just brings a lot of light to a beautiful sport because I mean, every sport has its own unique rules and trials and things like that, and I don't know. For me, it was just neat to see and finally just get into the horse racing and everything that goes into it. Especially with the betting and things like that, I think since people have a little bit more interest now, the marketability of this sport becomes a little bit more popular.
Absolutely.
And it just keeps that kind of going as not another thing to watch, but just like another thing to admire.